channel again for another weekly video, and today is actually a video that I've been wanting to do for a little while now, so I thought, you know what, why not actually do it and share it with you guys. And that is, as you can probably tell already from the title, reacting to some of my old photos. So I haven't actually seen any of these yet. Obviously I've probably seen some of them before when going through photo albums and looking over past photos, but I don't know what's amongst this selection here. I've just got my mum to sort of go through some of our past photo albums from I don't even know how long ago, we'll soon find out, and choose some of either funny or just interesting photos that will be great to have a reaction out of. So that's what I've got right here, and my mum's picked out quite a lot, so let's just get on with it because I feel like this could be a very long video. So the first one is actually a baby, well, a toddler kind of photo, and as you can see, I always loved my food. As a kid, I think I was always one of those people who would never get food in my mouth. It would always just get around my mouth and around me. So yeah, I think that's what's happening there. Oh, that's quite a cute one. I like that. I'm guessing they're probably my dad's shoes, I imagine. Can't imagine those being anyone else's. And my feet are looking kind of lost. That was something that I used to I remember doing that. I used to walk around the house sometimes in his slippers or something, and I don't really know why, because it made it a lot harder to walk and I probably would just end up tripping over, hurting myself. But hey, you know, when you're a kid you think the randomest things are awesome. Oh, I think this one was actually the first time maybe that I saw snow. I believe it was probably the first time, and that's me and my sister there, obviously an attempted snowman or a snow pile or more of a snow dome, maybe you could call that. Considering all the other snow around us, it's not like we were short of snow. I think that is a pretty poor attempt. We could have made it a little bit bigger, I think. This is a photo that I just always remember. I don't remember it being taken, but I do remember seeing it in the photo albums. And I believe this is when I had chicken pox. And so as you can see, I've got loads of like white cream kind of over me, and I'm sat there with my hands like this, really trying hard not to itch myself. I think because I've been told not to itch myself, so then I was there trying ever so hard not to touch any of the not the mosquito bites, the chicken pox. I'm just so glad I had them at that age, because I think if I had them now it would be so irritating. But this one was actually at school when I was younger, probably in reception or something, and we used to always have an Easter bonnet parade, always around Easter. I'm sure a lot of you guys do that as well at your schools. Let me know down below in the comments if you used to do that. And we used to always have a competition for whose bonnets were the best, and I was obviously very proud of mine here. It'd always be the mums were supposed to make it, and I'd always have the same one every year, just because my mum was like, it's a lot easier than having to make something new every year. Although I do remember once I used to think it was really cool to have those, you know, like is it Australia or something, in those typical sketches of Australia where people have like the corkscrews hanging off their hats to like get rid of the insects or whatever, and I thought it was really cool one year to have Easter eggs hanging from my hat. And so I did that, and we were sat in assembly and the boy behind me was sat eating them off of my hat. And I was not happy. I remember that. I really was not happy with that. Now this one is an interesting one. I can't say much for my outfit here, but I do remember why I'd chosen to. Oh god, I've just noticed are those tights as well. Okay, so basically I've got swimming goggles, a bikini, protection gear, rollerblades, and some sort of tights on. And I do remember that this was on Christmas. And these are all the new things that I'd got, and always every year I have the tradition that whenever I get new clothes or even new underwear, I have to always wear all my new Christmas stuff on Christmas Day. Obviously at this point I took it one step further and literally wore everything no matter what, even if it didn't go. And I just remember, this was in England as well, it was probably freezing cold, although the heating inside the house was probably decent enough that I could walk around like this. But I was walking around the house like this for quite some time, I would say. I remember this mermaid outfit. I used to love it. It was another Christmas, I think. Yeah, it was a separate Christmas to that one, because if it was the previous Christmas, I obviously would have had it on probably with my bikini on top, you know, as you do. But I do remember this. I used to really like this mermaid outfit, and I think when I grew out of it, I was so sad that it no longer fitted me. This is just a really cute photo. This is at my grandparents' house in the UK again for Christmas. But this was at one of my birthdays. That's me right over on the right of the picture with the tiara facing this way, as you can see with like my mouth open like that. This was at my birthday party where I had like a princess theme going on and everyone had to come dressed in princess clothes. As my birthday's in November, it's always very temperamental with the weather, whether it's going to be rainy or sunny. And whenever I decided to do something that involved going outside or some kind of outdoor activity, it would always rain. And this one, even though I was having a party inside, where I live you have to walk through the estate to get to my house, and everyone was in their princess outfits, hair all done nicely, like glittery makeup, you know, your typical kind of fave childhood purple pink makeup going on, and everyone was just arriving drenched from the rain. But this was a Halloween with some of my friends, some of my sister's friends, and as you can see, we were all dressed up in our Halloween outfits. Literally every single year I wore a witch outfit. Let me know if you were one of those kids as well who either had an outfit that you wore every year or you were a witch every year like me. I just used to think it was the best outfit. I don't know. I probably have a massive collection of witch outfits upstairs, and like I have a big dressing up box. I never got rid of any of my dress up clothes. So I can imagine that I must have a big selection of witch outfits. So if you're looking for one for Halloween this year, you know, got plenty of time to let me know if you need one. Well, this was in Skegness in the summer. We used to always go there on our summer holidays. Whenever we stayed at my grandparents, and we'd drive down to Skegness and visit the beach. I'd always go on donkey rides there. I used to love it. And there was always the trampoline, so we'd always go on them as well. And yeah, I had so many good summers there. Actually, I haven't been there for years now, and I'd probably quite like to go back just to see what it's like again, even though I'm no longer probably able to have a donkey ride. But it would be good just for the memories, you know, when there's a place you've always gone to, just to revisit it. I'd love to do that one day, maybe in the summer. Maybe we'll get down to Skegness in the summer. Maybe I'll try and persuade my family to go down there. I dropped the photo on the floor. Oh, this was at my cousin's house. That's my cousin in the middle, and he just got a new bike. And so that's my sister on the front and me right on the back. And yeah, we just thought that was a great idea, having all of us on the bike. I am obviously really enjoying myself there. As you can see, I'm grinning really happily. I just don't really know how that would have worked out too well, to be honest, but I enjoyed it at the time. I wouldn't recommend doing that, to be honest. It's probably quite dangerous and quite easy to fall off, and I was always really clumsy, so I'm surprised I didn't. That's typical me again, like I was saying, my love for food. So basically me and my sister have got this giant sundae ice cream to share. I think it was just the two of us, there's only 2 spoons, I'm assuming it was just the 2 of us eating it. Then there's just me with chocolate all around my mouth. My sister's focused on the photo and looking quite happy about the fact that she's about to eat it. But then there's me, just not even paying attention to the camera, chocolate all around my face, not even bothered to use a spoon, just kind of shoving it into my mouth. That pretty much just sums up me and my relationship with food at that age. Well, this was my other cousin who stood pulling the horse. This is her horse, and I'm the one sat on it. The riding hat's a bit big for me. It's kind of fallen down to about here. I'm surprised I can still see. But I used to love riding her horse. Always when we visited them in the summer, we'd always go horse riding. And yeah, we just had so many great times doing that. And I used to really love it. I always wanted my own pony. I was so jealous. I remember I used to always tell my mum that I wanted a pony for my birthday or for Christmas. And then I got, this was when the Nintendo DS was massive, I got this pony game on it, and everyone was like, well, that's as close as you're gonna get to a pony. So I had an electronic version, which I was very much attached to playing, to be honest. but I never quite got the real thing, but I used to love riding on my cousin's horse. I do remember this one actually being taken because it's like an action shot where I'm jumping. I remember thinking how cool it looked to actually get a picture of me jumping in the air with my hair like flying everywhere, and I used to think I was so cool like that. I remember those sandals as well. I was obsessed with those. And that denim skirt as well, although there was one which I loved even more. My sister had this denim skirt and I used to love it, and I was so jealous of it, and I always wanted her to give it to me, but of course it's hers, so she's not just gonna give it up, you know, especially if it still fits her. And I was just so annoyed that she would never give it to me or never let me wear it, even though it was probably like 10 sizes too big for me. But anyway, I was obsessed with it. Eventually I think I did get it when she grew out of it, and that was like the best day of my life. So this is obviously on my birthday. I think that's a 7 on the cake. So my 7th birthday, and considering it's my birthday and I've got a giant cake in front of me and my love for food, I'm not really looking too happy, am I? I don't know why. I loved presents. Still kind of do, to be honest. Cake obviously is a great thing. It's my birthday. There's no sort of better day than for yourself than your birthday, where everyone's paying you attention and it's all about you. And I'm just sat there looking grumpy as. Like, I don't really know what's wrong. Maybe I just had a bad day at school or something. Or maybe I just was not in the best of moods for some reason. I don't really know why, because I do really love my birthday. So this is at another one of my birthdays. I'm trying to figure this out. Again, I'm not really looking that happy considering I've got my cake in front of me. I'm looking kind of sad and kind of, okay, not as depressed as the last one, but I'm not looking overly joyed either, to be honest. When everyone's around me, I'm guessing they're probably singing happy birthday because the candles are alight and people look like they're in the middle of speaking. But yeah, I'm there in the middle in my, oh my god, that pink cardigan. I used to love it, and I just have this memory of going to the cinema to watch Narnia wearing this cardigan, and I had that like multicolored sticky popcorn, and I walked out and it was just all stuck in the strands of that cardigan, and I remember just having to pick it out for ages. Oh, okay, this is actually the last one now. This again is from that birthday. As you can see, my lovely makeup going on and my fave cardigan as well. I'm so jealous though. I look back, like there my hair has obviously been straightened, but even when it wasn't straightened, it was pretty much straight, and now my hair is like the frizziest, curliest, craziest thing ever, and I'd do anything for it to just be straight again. I don't understand what happened to my hair. It's so annoying, the amount of effort and time it takes, because whenever I wash my hair, I always have to think, have I got a good like 2-3 hours to be bothered with this? Straightening it literally takes a good 45 minutes or so. So I'm so jealous of, like, why has my hair suddenly gone all curly and frizzy? I don't understand. Okay, so those are some of the photos from my childhood. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I definitely enjoyed having a look back through these photos. Let me know if you did enjoy it by giving a big thumbs up and also subscribing for more content. And if you'd like to see a part 2 to this, because I definitely consider filming another one of these because I did really enjoy looking through those photos, leave a comment down below to let me know. And also be sure to hit that little notifications bell next to the subscribe button so that you get my notifications of whenever I upload, which is every Sunday at 4 PM UK time. And I will be sure to see you then next week with another weekly video.